Okay, this is how to use the fireplace. First step is going to be to remove the weather cover along the bottom here if it's attached. You can just pull this off. It's magnetic. Put it aside. This next step will be to remove this bottom piece, which just lifts out. It attaches on these little pegs on the side. And step 3 is going to be to reach inside. You see this little, let's see if I can do this little knob back here. Try not to block it with my hand. So we're going to pull that to the, you're going to lift it to get over the little notch there and pull it to the right. So I don't think I can take video of it because my hand is going to be in the way. But there, I just did it, so now you can see it's pulled out. All right, so that opens the air damper. So now I'm going to replace the bottom piece again. It just kind of sits in there. Next step will be to set up the fire. So we're going to open the right side door. And let's go over here, grab a fire starter. Whatever we got, where's my fire starters? There they are. And a handful of kindling. And the way I like to do it is, let's also grab a medium size piece of wood. I'm going to grab this one here, so about that size. And then I'm going to set it in here as kind of a backstop for these kindling pieces. Put the fire starter down. We put the kindling on top, kind of like this, so that when we get that fire starter going, there's going to be lots of wood on top of it to burn. And sometimes I'll grab maybe one or two smaller pieces from over here as well, and then put them on. So what I'm trying to do here is get enough going, because it's going to be smoky when we first start it, and I'm going to have to close the door. So we want to have enough wood on here to really kind of get it going before we can open the doors. All right. Okay, next step is going to be to slide this part, this knob, hard to the right, and you're going to feel something kind of shift in there. There's a damper that opens and stays open for about 45 minutes when you start the fire, and then it closes itself. So we're going to do that, and then we're going to slide it back. So now for the next 45 minutes, it's going to have a higher than normal airflow. And then I'm going to light it. You can see these fire starters work really well. And then let's close the left door and close the right door. Now it's not uncommon at this point for about the next 3 or 4 minutes for it to get really smoky in there. And that's why I want the doors sealed right now. We're eventually going to open them up again to let more air in. But you've got to get enough heat going to create the draft up the chimney flue. Okay, so it's been going for a few minutes now, and I'm going to try opening the doors. Now, if it's not ready, there's going to be a whole bunch of smoke that's going to come out, but I think we're okay. So if you open the doors and it gets smoky, just close them again and give it a few more minutes. So now you see when I open the doors, just a crack, a little bit, it creates a huge draft that really gets the fire going. And that's what we want for probably the next 15 or 20 minutes to really get that thing going. And I'm going to start adding some more lumber to it, or some more logs to it as well. So yeah, that's going to get it going. And then you can close the doors after that, and you should be good to go. So I've added a couple more logs, and as you can see, it's going pretty good with the doors cracked just a little bit. Now if we come around here on the right side, we've got 2 switches. The bottom one that looks like a regular light switch is for the overhead lights up here, and there's a little dimmer next to it. You can slide the little, where is it? There it is. You can slide this little slider up and down and make it dimmer or brighter. The one above it is for the fan that blows hot air out from the fireplace when it gets up to warm enough temperature. So it's it's off. You can feel it click all the way to the left, and then this is high, and then it turns down to low. So you'll hear the fan speed change. This won't start working until probably 20 minutes to a half hour after you start the fire. There's a thermostat in there, and it has to get really hot for a long time before that'll start going. So you can leave it on, and eventually it'll just turn itself on. So when you're all done, just kind of do the reverse process. If you can close the little lever, the little damper on the left side underneath, that would be great. And then if it's wintertime, which it probably will be if you're using the fireplace, put the cover back on. You might have to slide the little slider handle on the right there to get it to fit right in the right spot on the weather cover. All right, enjoy.